Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Football Manager 2022 as our created club, Boring United. So we're going to load up our game and dive straight back in. Now, last episode you'll remember that we lost to a team in Carlisle that hadn't had a win all season before we faced them, so that was, fairly unexpected that we would lose to them. We did field a slightly weakened side though, so that's probably why. And then we beat Fulham in the cup, who put out their strongest or close to strongest side. And we were playing away at Craven Cottage and somehow managed to beat them 5-2. So we're into the third round of the Carabao Cup, which is going to be quite nice. I don't know quite when we're playing the next tie. In fact, the draw is probably going to happen fairly soon, and we'll see who we're going to be playing. We do have another cup tie coming up, probably in this episode, against Charlton, who League One, so the league above us. They're not as good on paper as Fulham, but we'll see. But we've got a home match against Bradford City coming up, and currently in the league, Bradford City are 11th with 6 points from 4 games. So not doing quite as well as we are. So we'll see. I've just seen here in this promises list, we've got Conor McLaughlin. We'll use him in preferred position as a right back with a wing back role. That's obviously something I've agreed to in his contract. So we'll have to change that on the tactics screen next time he plays, because if you don't meet these promise expectations, then these players will kick off and may even demand to leave the club, put in transfer requests and all of that. It can get out of hand. So it's considering that I think we're playing as an attacking fullback, I think going to a wing back role is not a major change. So we'll do that just to keep him happy. So let's carry on. Delighted with the win, as you'd expect. In close to their XG as well. It really was a very good game, and as we said, so the cup draw is happening now. Third round cup draw. We've got 32 teams in the hat, 16 round matches to be played, and all the Premier Division teams that are competing in Europe are entering the draw now. So we've got Manchester City coming in, Liverpool, Chelsea. Those are only 3, so that might mean that well, there's probably others. There's probably others, isn't there? Yeah. We can see here all the Premiership teams are in the hat. There's a couple of lower teams. There's AFC Wimbledon are in there, League One, Cheltenham League One, Forest Green League Two. So we're not the only League Two club in the draw. So we'll draw all teams and see what we end up with. And we're away to West Ham. I think we've been away in every round. West Ham, Premier Division club, obviously. Pretty good. A quick look at their list of players. They're 15th in the Premier Division at the moment, so they're having a bit of a slow start to the season. And their best player is probably Declan Rice. If we have a quick look at him, we can see that he is a pretty elite player. He's an elite level player, probably playing at a club slightly below his level at the moment in West Ham. I think you could argue that he's outgrown them, and in real life, people like Manchester United and so on are being linked with him to buy. So he's a very good player. But we'll see. We might find that, as with Bournemouth, they might well rest players to play us, thinking that we're going to be an easy target. So we'll pick our strongest side and do the best we can. We've got some international players called up. Feeding the Cyprus team by the look of it. If we can just pull anyone out. We've already given Beckles instructions to only play 45 minutes. We'll do the same with Sariki in England 19-20 under-21s. Just try and keep them a bit fitter to play for us rather than use up all their energy playing for their international teams. Got a schedule. What have we got? We're doing... Oh, this is for the... We've made some changes to accommodate West Ham in the schedule here. So we're doing some teamwork by the look of it. Balanced training. We'll leave it like that. I think it's fair to say we'd expect to lose that match, but that same was true for Fulham as well. And the difference between the top of the Championship and the near bottom of the Premier League is probably not a huge gap. Got some bets. We're expected to win by the look of it. Favourite result with the bookies. Still only getting Sean turning up. He's unfriendly. He's not fierce dislike anymore. We cheered him up slightly in the last episode, and he's merely unfriendly now. So that's, considering where we were, that's an improvement. He's only downcast now instead of being completely negative. In something of an inquest at Bradford following a 4-0 defeat against Mansfield in their last game. Surely it's the perfect time to play them. Yeah, let's kick them while they're down. Rules Satiriu has had a good start to the season. And his boring United career, in fact, notching up 5 goals in 6 games, which is pretty nice. You can hear my dog in the background there. Presumably you must be delighted that a new signing has bedded in so well. Yeah, I'm pleased. Should we expect to see an attacking approach? I think so. Well, yeah, quite attacking. Alan Thompson's injury now. He's the defender we're still waiting to come back, isn't he? And I think it's going to be a while. What does it say? 3 to 7 weeks. So, yeah, he'll be out for a while. Lawrence Vigouroux's recent arrival seems to have had a positive impact on morale. Everyone happier that he signed. Can you speak a bit about that? Breath of fresh air around the place. Why not? And he liked that. He's still says unfriendly, but we've got a green tick showing that our relationship with Sean's improved. So maybe it's not a lost cause after all. A couple of home games coming up. Training week in review, doing quite well. We haven't got any bad training performances. Otis has been looking quite good. Nothing praiseworthy, I don't think, but pretty positive all the same. Under 23s, we're not going to put any of our first team players down there. I think we're really reliant on keeping these guys fit but not exhausted, so it's going to be a bit of a balancing act, I think, to keep everyone in good shape for the season, particularly if we're getting 2 games a week throughout. Nydam's been called up by Zimbabwe. We don't get a chance to rule them out of those, or just say they can play 45 minutes. They're probably competitive games. We're at home, so they're suggesting we go switch up from balance to positive, so let's do that. That seems like a decent idea. I'll go with Vigouroux. We'll go with probably James. McLaughlin's fit, but he's a bit tired, so we'll save him for the following game. We're playing Charlton, remember, in the Cup in the next game after this. So again, we might sort of do a bit of rotation here to just try and keep everyone a bit fresher. So I'll put Cometio in, and I'm going to just have a quick look at the under-23s actually, and just see if there's anyone we can bring up to kind of play in defence, because until Thompson gets back, we're definitely a little light there. We do have Coleman. I think we've played him in defence before. He's in good shape this time. He's not very good. He's not incredible there, to be honest, but we'll risk it. And then I think we're going to use Wood or Sweeney. Yeah, Sweeney's the youth player, isn't he? So we'll bring in Wood. We'll just deselect those for now, so we don't see those anymore. Ball-winning midfielder. It's probably going to be Clay, even though he says match load heavy. He's actually a bit fitter than Ryder, who must have played in the last game. Although we've got Francois back, who is going to... Actually, no, Francois won't be cup-tied for the next one, because it's only in the Carabao Cup he's cup-tied. What are we training him as? I don't think he's the ball-winning midfielder, is he? So he'll probably play in place of Nydam. So we play Clay and Francois there at midfield. On the right, again, we're looking a bit light until we get a couple of people back, like Drinan. So we'll probably have to play... not Sariki, who's our sort of second choice there. We don't really have one, do we? That's disappointing. Who's quicker out of Helm? It's not too bad. And Warman, who's a bit slower. I don't think Helm has any ability. Well, actually, he's competent there. He's competent. So let's play Helm as a right winger there, and just see if he's actually got rated as 3.5 stars in that position, which is pretty good. So that's nice. In the middle, we'll have Warman then, and on the left, we'll have. Yeah, we're just Drilling out, it really throws the balance out of our squad. We really can't afford to carry too many injuries at one time. Let's just pop back down into 23s and see if we've got anyone who's sort of a bit left-sided. Narukmo. And if I remember rightly, he looked all right in pre-season. He's quite slow, is the only thing. I think at this level that doesn't necessarily matter too much. We've also got Matt Young, who's equally slow and not even as good. Let's look at Narukma. He did do well in pre-season. He's rated as a 4-star potential talent. And maybe while Drinnan's injured, let's call him up to the senior squad, because he can help us cover that role. And we'll start him in this match. And then we'll start Smith, because we'll save Satiriu, who's a bit tired already. We'll save him for the cup. So we'll try and bring in anyone who can kind of run around for a few minutes towards the end, I think. Like that. Need 3 more. I guess Khan's very versatile, isn't he? Smith. And Satiriu. And we'll hope that we don't have to use those few. So Helm, he's not particularly he's not particularly familiar with these tactics on this side, but he is rated as among the best in the side in this role. Which is something we might keep an eye on, because we have a couple of players who can play in the centre, whereas on the right we are looking a bit short. So we'll play with those anyway. Okay, they like to see Cometier, they don't like to see Clay. We're at home. I'm not really familiar with any of those names. I'm not going to do the team instructions. I just feel like because these are sort of players who are less familiar with the system, we don't want to sort of overload them with too many instructions. Let's try and keep it a bit more simple. Yeah, go and impress me. Win a place in the side. Motivated a couple of them. And off we go. Now Coleman, although he can play in centre of defence, he is a little uncomfortable there, so if we can keep a clean sheet, I'd be quite happy with that, honestly. Being at home though, you'd hope that... Oh, here we go. Being at home, you'd hope that we could get a good result. But they get the first shot on target after just over 20 seconds. That's a good ball by Clay, I think it was. That's Nkrumah. Centres it to Francois, whose shot is deflected, kept in, and then the chance kind of fizzles out. Looks like their captain's taken a little bit of a knock early doors. I didn't quite catch what the instruction was about Warman either. He's actually lightly injured, so I think we'll have to swap him. And it's only 12 minutes in, which is unfortunate. But what can we do? Oh, that's not what I wanted. What can we do? I mean, we could bring on Riley and actually just switch up the formation a little bit. If we maybe go to more of a 4-3-3 and bring in Riley as... yeah, I mean, any of these really. We'll say defensive midfielder to defend. We do have an inexperienced defence, so that, you know, we might need to shore things up a little bit. Good cross from Helm into Nkrumah, but the header is way over the bar. It's going on for 50 minutes. Let's just give a little bit of encouragement out there. Maybe motivate them a little bit more. It's a good hit. Oh, wasn't far off. Yeah, they've actually got a couple of players who look like they've taken knocks. We're going to do a quick encourage again. There we go. Yes, they've got a couple of players who are like Morgan was sort of lightly injured and might need to come off. I've noticed the computer AI doesn't tend to do that as quickly as I do. Like if I see a player's got that yellow cross on their name, I get them off straight away because it can lead to proper serious injuries that could keep them out for quite a long time potentially. Whereas if you bring them off, you know, when they're only lightly injured, most of the time you'll find that those fairly quick injuries to recover from, maybe just a few days or a week. Getting a few chances, and our encouragement's had an effect. We've got some happy faces down there. Still goalless, of course. Looks like it's going to be goalless going into half-time. We've had a lot of chances, but actually only one on target, so although he's rated at 7.0, one of our better performers, Smith just doesn't really seem to be getting any chances since he's come back from injury. Keep doing what we're doing, maybe, but maybe we'll say we're doing shots away, keep going, and that's cheered everyone up, because they are doing that. They're not on target, but they're getting shots in. Still kept their injured players on. And they're starting to replace them now, maybe. A bit of header, but it's over. And it's a game with very few highlights so far, isn't it? Maybe we'll mix things up with subs in a minute. We've got someone down here. Is he complacent? Complacent, Mark Howell. Why are you complacent? They're not winning. They haven't played particularly well. And he's out of position. There's Smith, though. Oh! And it's a header. Is it going to stand? It does. Hang on. Oh. Okay. So, what was it called back for? They're going to say it was offside, I think. Although initially it seemed to imply there was a foul just before it went in. Right, 70 minutes. Let's start mixing things up a little bit. Make a case for any of them coming off, really. We've already done one sub, so we've got a couple more. I mean, all these players we kind of want to save for the cup match. But let's bring on Rule in attack, because he's doing quite well at the moment. I notice Khan always does well on the right there. Although, let's undo that. I'll bring Otis on the left for Nkrumah then, who is our youth player. I don't think he's done particularly well. Smith gets another header, and is this one going to stand? I think it does. Who gets his first goal of the season? His first goal for the club, in fact, it said there. And suddenly we're winning. And I'm bringing Smith off. I'm repaying him with that goal by bringing him off. It'll say, do I want to keep the same subs? And I'll probably say yeah. Even though they're not full condition. We've only got 20 minutes left, so they'll be okay, I think. But I am going to bump that back down to a balanced mentality. Don't want to take any unnecessary risks. And if we get into, say, 5 minutes remaining and it's still 1-0, I might try and lock things down a little bit then. Just try and see out the time. I mean, they've played decently well. Bradford City, they used to be a Premier League club. In my time, it's not a million years ago. Can Helm get on that? He can. Players running into the box. Loses the ball. Gets it back. In comes the low cutback. Cross in. Finds Khan, but easy catch for the keeper. Now, I'm pleased that Smith got a goal. I was starting to feel like he was a bit of a waste. He didn't really fit into the way we play. He's more of a target man, really, whereas we sort of prefer playing with Rule, who's a bit quicker. Oh wow, it's 89 minutes. So okay, let's pause this. I didn't realise that the timer got on so much. We're going to go to a cautious mentality. We're going to go take out the pass into space. We won't play out defence. We're going to go much shorter passing, lower tempo. We're going to go very time wasting. Be disciplined, dribble less, play for set pieces, take shots from anywhere. We're going to regroup, hold our shape, slow the pace down, and we're just going to move the defensive line back a little bit and then compress the space. Use tighter marking. And I don't think we need to... Well, yeah, let's change our formation as well, saying that. Let's get these as... He's not very good there, but we're going to play him as a defensive winger. Same with Khan. Francois, we're going to turn into a defensive central midfielder. Already got the ball-winning midfielder, but we'll make him a defender. You know, a defensive mindset. Fullbacks, we're going to make them defensive as well. And the goalkeeper. There we go. We've only got, 20 seconds normal remaining time, and a few minutes after that of added time. Hopefully we can see this out. Players are looking a bit dead on their feet, though, is the only thing. Let's just make defending this chance and just keeping at the ball. That looks bad. Oh, but Vigouroux makes a really good save, actually. I don't like it when we're seeing the chances. It means there might be a shot at goal, but actually we head it away. Out to Satiriou, who can hold up the ball a little bit. Play it out to Helm, who's going to run with it. And really, I just want to see them keeping the ball here, to be honest. Eat up the time. Satiriou's there, though. He's on the ball. And that's an excellent, excellent finish. 7th of the season. And the points should be safe. It was a good counter-attack. That was a really nice ball from Clay, I think it was, with the assist. And we saw then Satiriou's pace. In something like the Championship or the Premier League, he'd be one of the slower players. But at League 2, especially when you're up against the sort of centre-backs you find there, he's actually quite quick, as we saw there. So that's it. The point should be safe now. We've got, 90 seconds or so remaining of added time. 2 goals up. We are sort of inviting pressure, though, with the more defensive setup. Clean sheet would be nice too. I don't know if we'll get one though. Oh, it was offside anyway. But again, Vigouroux with a really good save there. He's had a couple of wobbly matches, but actually, in most of them, he's been very good. 15 seconds left. And considering the team we put out, especially the defence, we've got an 18-year-old Loney who's not played any first-team games before coming to us. We've got someone who's more of a defensive midfielder playing there for our youth team. Considering that, getting a clean sheet here would be excellent. And here are the Olays now. That should be it. We're over time now. Come on, ref. Oh, surely now. There we go. And it's a good 2-0 home win. We'll take that. There we go. We can see the XG just jumping up when Satiriou's goal went in. So, very pleased with that. Well done. That's a good win for us, definitely. Let's go and talk to Sean. Oh, that was his professional debut. That's nice. Back up to 3rd. Just a point off 1st place, though. So Warman's injured for up to 11 days. So again, we're starting to really build up injuries, particularly in our attacking midfield kind of area. Okay, let's go. Oh, hello. Got 10 journalists at our post-match conference for our League Two match. That's unusual. Sean's there. He's indifferent to us now, so that's nice. He doesn't like us, but he's getting there. You know, we had a rocky start, but he's definitely getting there. I just wonder why we've attracted national media attention in a League Two home match. How much did we enjoy Billy Cometio's performance? What did he do? He got, 8.12. That's very good. Yeah, had a good game. You seem to have got one over Mark Hughes. I didn't even know Mark Hughes was the Bradford manager, honestly. There he is. How are you feeling about your battle of wits that I didn't realise we were having? It's of no importance to me. I just want to win games. You know, I'm not looking at the other manager. There's no mind games here. I think he'll be up behind our tactical approach. Yeah, it's the style I like. There we go. I don't even know if Sean asked a question there. Didn't really change his relationship with us. Cometio's in form. And that's a good rating for a defender, so let's give him a bit of praise. We'll put our arm round. Defensive work was top-notch. And a little bit of a morale boost there. There we go. There's all the league results. We'll just look at the two teams above us. Swindon, they won their match, and Forest Green won theirs as well. So we all won our matches. Mansfield just behind us. Lost, so that's good. So we've got a few days now until our cup match against Charlton. Cometio show delights Dad and me. His dad and me. Oh, hang on. Mark Dyche is unhappy with Helm's loan agreement. Why is that? We were saying he plays as an advanced playmaker. Helm's unhappy. What are we actually playing him as? Attacking midfielder. Okay, well let's... I think that was probably just an oversight on my part. We'll make him an attacking playmaker. That's fine. I don't think there's a huge amount of difference between those. What's going on here? No, that's fine. So let's go back to... Oh, hang on. Let's go back to our chat with Sean Dyche this time. And talk to him. Yeah, it's my fault. We'll take care of it. There we go. Might end up wanting to buy Helm, so we'll keep a good relationship with his manager. Even though in real life he's not the Burnley manager anymore. Burnley just being relegated actually from the Premier Division. So this is our under-23s, so they're doing fairly well considering that most of these aren't actual real players. They're just kind of greyed out. He is. But for instance, Zach McEachran there is just a greyed out player we can't do anything with. He's just there making up the numbers, really. They're going to play quite a few defenders, actually, by the look of it. Physically strong. Okay. I mean, they're doing fairly well in... in League One, so it's got a fairly tough match for us, this one. Sean Neto's talking to us. Going to look into do any business in that time. No, let's have a quick look. So I think, did we not put in a couple of loan offers still? Yeah. So we're trying to loan lots of double-barreled names. We're trying to loan DiMaggio Wright Phillips, who is a right winger, so he'd be very good if we could bring him in. And Malachi Fagan Walcott. This isn't a loan, actually. This is a free transfer, I think. Oh, no, he's contracted to Tottenham, isn't he? So he's another loan. And he's a defender, really tall, well, really good in the air, really quick defender. So two positions we could really do with a bit of strengthening. It'd be nice if they would come in for this Charlton match. I don't think they will. We're expecting a low turnout for the cup match against Charlton. Estimates put in the number of tickets expected to be sold at 1,000. Oof. The Boring Dome in Didcot was built in 1956 before being rebuilt in 2007. We've got all-seater stadium for 9,311 supporters. And we can expand one day to 12,000, but we're only going to be getting 1,000 fans in the next one, which is a shame. What's this? Paul Smith's going to face his former club. Okay, didn't realise he came from Charlton. Oh, Sean's at us again. Did I even answer him before? I don't think I did I? I think I just ignored him. Normally he doesn't like me. Just put the phone down on him. Having made 2 deals during the window, is there another position you might go back in for? Well, we know we're trying to bring in a couple. Let's say attacking midfielder, right? Yeah. And where was his other question? We didn't even answer that, so we'll respond and say, we're looking at our options, and there's a chance we'll do something. We're hoping to bring in a couple on loan. I'm hoping if we get promoted, we'll have a bit more of a budget to actually sign players permanently. We're struggling with no real room on our wage budget and 0 transfer funds, so we're just trying to bring in players on free transfers and loans and just try and bulk out our squad that way. Actually, the transfer window closes tonight. I'm just wondering if you can bring in loans after the transfer window closes. Hopefully, as it's the transfer window closure, they'll actually hurry up and make a decision on those loans. As the tension is killing me. Here we go. What's going on? Sloping for business. Looks to beat the clock. Ooh, quiet transfer deadline day. Let's see what else is happening. So, Samuel Adozi, who's the Man City winger we like the look of, they're predicting a loan to us. We're actually not going to try to loan him. Because I don't know why, really. We've gone for the other guy, haven't we? He was more of a left winger, which we've got decent cover in, I think. But we've added him to our shortlist. We are interested in potentially in the future. I don't really want to take part in the deadline day. All I really want is for these 2 loans to get confirmed. It's a Tuesday, so the cup match is probably this evening, isn't it? Under 18 players, League 2 registration window. Well, we'll do that after the window closes. Diallo's off. Got a few players in the team of the week, which is nice. That's fine. I don't really want to put an offer in for Diallo at this time. He's mainly on our shortlist, so we can keep an eye on him and see how his development goes. So he's off on loan there. That's fine. Oh, here we go. So Fagan Walcott, who's the centre back, has said that he's going to come over on loan, which is nice. We've already seen in the last game that we definitely need another defender in, and our 4th defender is still some way off fitness. And then Wright Phillips is coming as well. So let's say this Morgan can be trained as a ball-playing defender. There, looks okay. He can do that. In terms of, are we going to train him in other areas? Maybe positioning could use a bit of work, as he's a defender. Maybe defensive positioning, yeah. Let's get him training up in those. And Wright Phillips. Oh, he's gone out to Stoke. Oh, no. No. He's from Stoke, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Yep, thank you. So they've both come in before the cup game, which is nice. We might even play them. We've got such a silly number of lone players now, but we need them. We do need them. Yeah, so right winger looks great. He can play there. He's going to be attacking winger. Areas to work on could be maybe stamina. He's a bit low on the old stamina. I don't know if he'll actually improve much there during his loan spell. But you never know. Dozy. Scouting update. We've got 11 scouting reports here. So we've got this Thilo Arsgaard, who looks pretty nice. What is he? He's an attacking midfielder centre, and actually he would, do look really good in our team, I think. We can't afford him. But what we'll do, we'll add him to our shortlist, and you never know, next season maybe we'll... Oops, look at that. Oh, what have I done? I'm putting in an offer. I didn't want to do that. Oh, he's gone now. Oh well. I think I ticked add to shortlist anyway, so hopefully he's on there. No to Pollock. Alex Kirk, Arsenal centre-back. I mean, he looks okay. Again, he's predicted to be very good in the future, so we'll add to shortlist and keep an eye on him. Sam Bowen, 20-year-old midfielder at Cardiff, who looks good. Looks really good, actually. And again, predicted to be a 5-star potential player for us. So we'll keep an eye on him. No, I don't think so. I'm really only looking at these sort of A minus, A plus type predictions. They tend to be these sort of 5-star potential. Although it says potentially Skybet League One standards, so that's not as good as some of them. And yeah, I don't think so. I'll click through anything that's not sort of one of these green reports. Dominic Corness, or Corness at Liverpool. He's a midfielder. And I'm not sure about this one. Things like determination and bravery are low. I tend to like to at least have 10 or 11 minimum for those, if possible. So maybe not for that one. And Baba Fernandez at Notts Forest. 6'3", quite tall, reasonably quick. Not great at tackling. And he's 21 as well, so once they sort of hit their early 20s, their ability to hit these future potentials dies off a little bit. We're going to say no to that. Just want to get to the match now, really. Adozie's off to Barnsley. Ben Warman could play, potentially. He's passed a fitness test. Doesn't give us any, anything saying he should only play a minute or two or whatever. Now, we've obviously got some... This player counts towards the minimum number of qualifying players required. There's obviously some sort of, requirements we've got to hit in the selection for this Charlton game. Well, I'm sure we'll find those out when we pick our team. We'll keep positive for now, maybe. They're a League One team. We don't necessarily need to be that worried about them. They're better than us, but... So if we select him... Right back... We'll go McLaughlin, and we'll remember to make him a wing back as well, just so he stops getting annoyed with us. I actually put him on automatic, so that means that whichever sort of mentality we're using, he'll try and adjust to match that. So at the moment we're positive. If we change that in the match to like balanced or cautious or whatever, he'll adapt to those as well. And unfortunately, Beckles, our best centre back, is off on international duty now. If it was the Premier League, when there's internationals on, they tend to, suspend the games because a lot of their club's players are playing. But for the lower leagues, they don't tend to do that because you don't get as many international players lower down. Unfortunately for us, two of our best players are internationals who are off elsewhere. We did bring in this other defender though, so that is an option. So what I'm going to do, I'll give him his debut. He'll play next to Hap. On left, we'll bring Ogie back. Ball-winning midfielder. I was going to say we'll play Riley, but he's not looking too good. So maybe we'll play. Okay. Nydam isn't really well. Okay, he can do that role. He can do that role. So Nydam will play there, and we'll also play him with. God, so many of our players are just not great condition, aren't they? Might be forced to play someone like Clay, but we'll continue to have a bit of a look. Now, Warman can play. We are told that he is injured, though. I'm loath to do that. So what other options? It's probably using someone like Clay, isn't it? Or Francois, and then switching them out at sort of 50, 55 minutes sort of time, maybe. But Wright Phillips is looking good, so he can play his debut at right wing. In the centre, we'll probably play Otis. Now we'll play Smith on the left. And we'll have to play the other Smith up front because rules off. We've got 7 people on the bench, so let's start with the ones who are decently fit. Again, I don't want to play Warman and risk that, really. We'll have who have we got? Sariki. So let's have a defender. Left back. Midfielder. I've got one more. Want someone attacking, really. Haven't really got anyone. I guess Helm. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. And we're playing a cup match against a really good side. So we'll see how we do. Got a couple of numbers to give out. Just next on the list. 10 players unfamiliar with our formation. Not surprised. Again, I won't do the instructions just because there's a lot of unfamiliar players and some even making their debut. Wright Phillips is nervous. Been on a good run, go out and impress me maybe. Make me proud. Doesn't cheer at Wright Phillips. The defence looks quite motivated though. Again, so we're in the red. Charlton, who would traditionally play in red in their home kit, they're in white. Early chance there, but doesn't reach Smith. They seem to be building up a decent amount of possession at the moment. Oh, Fraser was allowed to run with it and got a strong shot off, but Vigouroux managed to make the save, but it's out for a corner. Still with them, but we're going to intercept Nydam there. He's going to run up the left. Just plays it in for Smith, but yeah, there's too much on it, and it just gets intercepted by their defender. It's already feeling like we're going to have a bit of a task on our hands here, I think. The claim by Vigouroux. I think it was on target. It was a decent effort. But we've got our corner routine now. We've got some good headers of the ball in the area. Can we make anything happen? No. No, we can't. They've actually had more and better chances even in these early stages. Back to Ogie, who might try and cross it. He does. Doesn't find Smith, who's a good header of the ball. We're just not picking him out really with these crosses that we're putting in. Fagan Walcott. Khan. Ooh, that was a nice little way to get around the player. His shot's blocked and that's out for a corner to us. Let's try and do a bit better with this one maybe. Ooh, we did get a header on it this time, Fagan Walcott, but it just goes over the bar. Wright Phillips is still looking nervous. I'm going to try just a bit of encouragement from the sidelines and see if we can get some happy faces down there. They're going to run towards our goal. Fraser again. And I was going to say this time he finishes, but again it's a good block by Vigouroux. And we're countering. Wright Phillips on the ball, plays it forward, but Smith is not going to have the legs to reach that. He's not the quickest. Pretty even so far. Well, I say even. They've had 6 shots, 5 on target. We've had 6 and 1 on target. There's Smith. To Smith. Ooh, had a shot this time. It was on target, but the keeper kept it out. Fagan Walcott's having a decent match. I mean, just his speed and aerial ability will mark him out in this league. I mean, I doubt any of the attackers in League 2 can outpace him. At, what was it, 16 pace and 17 acceleration, just really quick. Really good in the air. I feel like we're starting to make inroads. It's not the best half, but our XG is getting above theirs now. You know, we're getting some decent chances. In fact, so I'm going to say you're getting shots in. Keep going. Minutes into the second half, hasn't really been any further chances just yet. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot from Francois actually, but it almost crept in at that far post corner. Actually, Francois was doing pretty well on the fitness so far, considering he wasn't peak condition at the start of this match. So we'll keep him on as long as we can. That's a good... Oh, I was going to say that's a good cross. And Smith, who we know is good in the air, gets a good header on that. And yeah, we get the goal. And it looks like this cup is in a bit of a mini league format. So we've got some other teams in our group that we have to play. I don't know if we play them all home and away. We might do. Or whether we play each once, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. But anyway, if we can win this, it would be a good start. There we go. So this is the tape. Oh, and that's another good one. That's a debut goal there for Fagan Walcott, who's having a really good game. So Khan sends in the free kick and evades everyone, and Fagan Walcott, using his speed, just gets there first, and it's a great finish into pretty much an empty net. Now it's 2-0. Fitness-wise, we're looking okay, so I'm not going to make any substitutions just yet. I'll just let this play out, and then I might switch the mentality back down to balance, just to sort of save our legs a little bit and not commit to too many pushes forward we don't need to make. Ogie doing good work on the left, into Smith. Back to Ogie. Going to cross it in. Eventually, I think. Oh, yeah, cross is blocked. Oh, but it's falls to Smith, whose shot goes way over the bar. And we're starting to look a bit overconfident or complacent, I think. So we'll give them some praise. And counterintuitively, that should just focus their minds a little bit on the task at hand. Because that's a good goal. Yeah, as that was coming in, I could see that was probably a goal. It was a good finish. So Vigouroux finally beaten, I think, after a couple of clean sheets. Yeah, through his hands as well. Maybe he should have done better, but he kept us in the game in the early part, really, when he was making lots of good saves. So we'll cut him some slack this time. Starting to get a bit messier now, and Francois is getting down in fitness a bit, so I might make a change now. So if we bring on, say, Craig Clay perhaps, and we'll move Nydam over there into the box-to-box role, which I think he's more comfortable in. What else could we do? Sariki possibly for Wright Phillips, who is having an okay game, but not amazing, but although he's one of our fitter players, so maybe not. Who do we want to replace? Sometimes it's worth just mixing things up. Let's get Sariki on. And we could make one more change. Or maybe we'll put Helm on for Smith, who could do with replacing. We'll move Khan out to the left there. We'll have a go at that. If we're still in the lead and when it gets to 80 minutes, then we'll do our sort of locking down move. Should deal with that, and does. To Khan. Nydam. Oh, Sariki got it, but he was tackled. And that's keeper's ball. Rather than fully locking down, what I might do is just sort of get at the time wasting just a little bit and lower the tempo a little bit. Oh, that's for Smith, but he might not have the legs for that. Yeah, I think Rule possibly would have got to that, but Smith's not as quick. I'm not going to denigrate him though. He scored 2 goals in his last 2 games, so we've got to be quite pleased with that. Looks like a goal. Oof. In the end, it wasn't the best finish, but the keeper's done well to save it. Oh, Khan did well there, getting around their fullback, but his shot was quite tame, easily saved. Khan with the header. Made the keeper stretch for it. He's done quite well, Khan. Yeah, it's 8.0. He's doing considering he hasn't scored. That's a really good rating. He must have got an assist. I think there was the free kick, wasn't there? Actually, for the second goal. That's every time they get a shot away, I'm convinced it's going to be a goal. Vigor who saves us again. Yeah, it's a bit sloppy. Lots of possession for them at the moment. That looks bad. I think if that had been on target, that would have been a goal. I'm just waiting for as long as possible until I sort of shut down the tactics. But at the moment... Oh, that Washington. It's been a thorn on our side. Actually, let's pause quickly. I know I said I wouldn't do opposition instructions, but I don't know whether he's a sub that's come on this. Where is he? Connor Washington. Yeah, he was subbed on, and I'm guessing he's quite quick. He's actually really good. He would certainly be our best player. So we're going to see what we can do. We're going to mark him tightly. We're going to always press. Show onto weaker foot. And we'll tackle hard as well, I think. I don't like to do that too often because of the bookings, but we're 10 minutes from the end. I don't think we've had anyone booked yet, or if we have, it's just, one player or something. So we'll do that now. We'll give it a few more minutes before we do a full lockdown. Right, we're going to do it now. I'll leave it playing in the background. Going to go cautious, take off pass into space, passing directness much shorter, low tempo, lots of time wasting, disciplined. Dribble less, not shoot on sight, but just whatever. Going to regroup, hold shape, slow pace down. And we're going to move our defensive line back and compress the space. Oop. And we're also going to, bring back Khan, bring back Sariki, who is quite defensive anyway, or can be. I'll leave Helm there for now. Might move him onto more of a support role though. Khan's going to be a defensive winger. Sariki's going to be a defensive winger, which is actually his best role actually. We're going to make Clay defensive minded. Nydam we're going to make maybe a deep line playmaker. And the fullbacks are going to go defensive. And the goalkeeper. And we're going to hope that means that we can see out the match. It's looking good. Got, 2 minutes left? into the last minute now. They've got a corner, which we head away, but they've still got it on the edge of our area. And that probably felt closer than it was, but it was one of those ones where you just think, oh no. All we've got to do is keep the ball for about another 5-10 seconds. Vigouroux eating up the time. Is that it? Have we done enough? There we go. Excellent. Another cup win for Boring United, who are becoming a bit of cup specialists, aren't they? Khan there with just the one assist, but he was, probably our best player of the match. I mean, the stats make it look as if we did deserve it. 23 shots, 11 on target, beats theirs, more XG. Much more possession, pass completion. So we played a really good match. It wasn't a smash and grab by any means. We were the better team, and we deserved to win, and we did. So, as I said, we're in the group stage of this Johnston's Paint Trophy. I'll have a quick look at what the group's looking like now. Here we go. So, it's a group of 4. Crawley beat Southampton under 23s. And Charlton, I think, are actually probably our strongest opponents in this group. So, it's very nice to beat them in the first match. And we'll see what we can do from here. As I said, I'm not sure whether we're going to play home and away against all these teams. We might do, or it might just be you play them once and you alternate whether you're home or away. I don't know. But yeah, very happy with that. Got Newport County coming up. They're sort of lower table team. Let's do our traditional chat with Sean. Oh yes, the transfer window. There's probably not a lot going on. Fagan Walcott scores, very pleased with him. Boring United gets some money. Khan, very good. We're going to praise his performance. He was nice. Nice in that match. Transfer deadline is passed now, so just rounding up some of our deals. We've got a free agent in Conor McLaughlin. Some transfers there. Sorry, some loan moves there. Is Francois a loan move? Yeah, he is. He's actually loaned from Fulham, who we obviously beat in the cup the last episode. Who's biggest spenders for Newcastle? So in this, although in real life Newcastle were taken over around Christmas time and had a lot to spend in the January window, in Football Manager 22 they actually start off having been taken over and have a lot of money to spend. So we can see they've spent £54 million on Raul Jimenez from Wolves. They've actually spent £211 million altogether. I'm just going to click on them and see what they've done. So we've got transfer history. So these are the players they've brought in. They brought in Gabriel Paulista from Valencia, who looks like a really good defender. Did he used to play? No, I don't think so. Raul Jimenez we've seen. Lenglet, who's a goalkeeper. No, he's another defender from Barcelona. He looks all right. I think all these ones are ones that were done in real life. So these have just been added at the start of the game, I think. So people like Bruno Guimaraes, who's a very good player. But I suspect it's going to be a little while before we're facing the likes of Newcastle, unless we could draw them in the cup, of course. Okay, so we just do our squad registration quickly. We don't have to do the under 21s, who is most of them. I don't think I need to register anyone else, do I? Everyone I've brought in on loan is an under 21. So that's fine. Look at our financials. Losing money a bit. Overall balance is still in the black. Don't think we need to worry about financial fair play. We're not spending any money. Great. So I think we'll call it there. Call it a day there. So when we come back, we're going to play Newport County away from home. See if we can continue our rise up the league. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please do press the like button, and it'd be great if you could also subscribe to the channel. And hopefully I will see you next time.